Dear students, in two classes for the topic haloalkanes and haloarenes, I taught you about the preparation of haloalkanes and also about the types of halogen compounds. With the hybridization of carbon atom to which halogen is attached, and the facts that you have learned on this fact, today I am going to teach you about some examples or problems through which you will understand here better that I taught you. So see here. This is the reaction of cyclohexanol with Cl2, SoCl2, and you know that when the hydroxyl group which is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon atom is reacted of hydrocarbon derivative of hydrocarbon is reacted with SoCl2 or PCl5, then the OH group is replaced by Cl atom. So in this case the product is here chlorocyclohexane, this is because OH from here is replaced by Cl. In this case, when this compound means ethyl benzene reacts with Br2 in presence of sunlight, it gives 4-bromoethyl nitrobenzene. 4-bromo means bromine attacks on this carbon atom, not at this. Why? Because this is secondary carbon atom. This one is secondary, this one is secondary carbon atom. Remember, because it reacts with free radical mechanism, and secondary free radical is more stable than primary. That's why. Because if bromine will attack at this point, this means it would be primary free radical, and that is unstable in comparison to this. Now benzyl alcohol reacts with HCl, very simple. Cl atom replace this OH group and product is like this. But here this OH hydroxyl group will not be replaced. Why? Because it is attached with sp2 hybridized carbon atom. That's why. Because free radical substitution of hydrocarbon with chlorine is related to the replacement of hydrogen atom by Cl atom of the carbon atom which is sp3 hybridized. Remember here. Now in this case Markovnikov's rule is followed here, because at the iodine atom at which it is gets attached has least number of hydrogen atom here. See here is least number of hydrogen atom, this one. That's why I attack at this point and you will get 1-iodo 1-methyl cyclohexane. This is very simple. I is more stronger nucleophile, that's why Br of this compound is replaced by I, and here Br is replaced by I in this case, and this is very simple. Light bromine reacts in presence of sunlight, not in presence of CCl4. That's why here this double bond will not be disturbed. bromine will attack at this point because the hydrogen at this point is sp3 hydride. Now, with the help of this page, I am going to teach you about the nucleophilic substitution reaction. So, what happens in nucleophilic substitution? The halogen atom of haloalkane is known as leaving group. It gets replaced by nucleophile. See here, this one is nucleophile. Nucleophile will attack at this carbon atom and halogen will be replaced. These all are the examples of nucleophilic substitution reaction. In each and every case, Nu means nucleophile. Here this is nucleophile. See here, nucleophile attacks on this carbon atom and this one is replaced. But remember, this reaction will take place in two ways. Either in the first step, formation of carbocation will take place and then nucleophile will attack. Or another thing is that leaving group will leave this carbon atom from this side and nucleophile will attack on this side. And this case takes place at the same time, means leaving of halogen atom and attacking of nucleophile will take place simultaneously. That's why it is known as SN2 reactions, because two reagents are involved at a time. That's why it is known as SN2 reaction. But what happens in the case of SN1 reaction? First, formation of carbocation takes place. Formation of carbocation takes place, and then in the second case, attack of nucleophile. So, these are the examples of here are the list of some nucleophiles. These are nucleophiles. These all are nucleophiles. They bear negative charge. Negative charge bearing nucleophile, they bear electron pair. Now, we have a list of, I am showing you the list of nucleophiles on this page. There are so many nucleophiles here. These are the reagents of nucleophiles. And what they give, what type of nucleophile they give, these are the lists of nucleophile. And these nucleophiles can replace the halogen from here, Rx, and nucleophile will get attached, and this forms the required product. So, see here, these are the examples of products. But in this case, I am going to teach you very important thing, that which is clear from here. So, these are the examples of reaction. See here, this is reaction of alkyl halide with KCN. These are the examples, reactions. And one thing I showing you here. So, these are the reactions. See here, the reaction of alkyl cyanide, the product is alkyl cyanide here. When alkyl cyanide can further be here, this is the examples of different types of nucleophilic substitution reactions? No. The very important thing that I am going to teach you during this nucleophilic substitution reaction is that, see here, so these are ambident nucleophile, nitrite and cyanide, because they can attach with the carbon atom having halogen atom either through oxygen atom or through nitrogen atom in the case of nitrite. So when AgCN will react with haloalkane, then the product will be different in comparison to when KCN will react with haloalkane. So why does it happen? Remember, one is AgCN, another is KCN, or one is AgNO2, another is KNO2. Both reagents gives different types of products, though both have same type of nucleophile, but they give different types of products. Why? Because in case of AgCN, there is equivalent bond between silver and nitrogen, and what is written here, see here just, that silver nitrate is a covalent compound and the bond between AgO is covalent, therefore it does not have a negative charge on the oxygen atom. Means when the bond will break, the oxygen atom will not carry the negative charge. Hence, the nucleophilic attack occurs through the lone pair on nitrogen forming nitroalkanes. Means in this case, nitrogen will get attached with carbon atom which has halogen atom. So this is about the explanation. Means the matter is the covalent bond and ionic bond. In the case of KCN, the bond between K and Cn is ionic, means C is ionic. But in case of AgCN, the bond between Ag and C is covalent. So in case of AgCN, the cyanide group will get attached with the alkyl group through nitrogen atom. That's why in that case alkyl isonitrile will be the product, and when KCN will react with RCl, then RCN means alkyl cyanide is the product. So this is the main thing when AgCN KCN react with haloalkanes. Now this is about the nucleophilic substitution reaction. So already I told you that how nucleophile attack through this side and how leaving group will leave in this side, and this one is known as transition state. It is not visible, it is not stable, and here OH gets attached from this side. At the same time Br is going to leave from this side. Since two molecules are involved at a time in this reaction, that's why it is known as SN2 reaction. That's why it is known as, this one is transition state, this is transition state. See here, it is very clear from here. Now in the second so this is the same thing here. This is the same thing. So this is the example of SN2 reaction. No. No, what happens? So these are the examples of leaving group here. And now reactivity of alkyls towards alkyl halides to pass SN2 reaction. Alkyl halides means primary alkyl halide is more reactive than secondary, secondary is more reactive than tertiary in the case of SN2, because due to the hindrance, if there is a tertiary alkyl halide, in that case hindrance of alkyl group which is attached with this carbon atom here, they will hinder the attack of nucleophile. This has been shown by these examples here. Means this methyl group will create hindrance for attacking of nucleophile. So this nucleophile gets hindered due to this methyl group. So lesser the number of alkyl groups attached with this carbon atom, more will be the ease of attack of nucleophile, and that's why primary alkyl halide is more reactive towards nucleophilic substitution than secondary. Secondary is more reactive than tertiary in this case. Now let us see another example. SN1 reaction. What happens? This is leaving group. Here in this case formation of carbocation takes place first. In first step, what is written here in first step? Formation of carbocation. What is written in first case? Formation of carbocation. See here. So in this case formation of carbocation takes place first. Here formation of carbocation, and then in the second case attack of nucleophile attack on carbocation. So this is the attack of nucleophile on carbocation, and after that it forms this compound. After that this forms this compound. See here. And what happens? Since SN1 reaction takes place through the formation of carbocation, and you know that tertiary carbocation is more stable than secondary is more stable than primary. That's why in this case the reactivity of alkyl halide is just reverse of SN2, because here tertiary carbocation forms very easily. Here first formation of carbocation takes place, then attack of nucleophile, and in this case nucleophile can attack either of the two sides on the carbocation, either towards the front side or towards the back side of this carbon atom. So two types of structures are possible in this case. One will be dextrorotatory, another will be levorotatory, and they will be in 50-50%, because carbocation is planar in structure. It is all the alkyl groups is in one plane. This one, all are in one plane. So this bromine atom can attack on this carbon atom either of the two sides. either from the side of uh, from the side of at the 90 degree to this carbon atom towards the along the speaker. Suppose I am speaking, so draw a perpendicular from this carbon atom to my mouth. So from towards this side, this bromine atom will attack. Another case is from the back side, just reverse of me. That's why it can form two types of products, and they will be in 50%, and they are known as racemic mixture. So SN1 reaction takes place with racemization. What is racemization? Racemization is a process in which the 50% dextrorotatory and 50% levorotatory compounds are available in the product. That is known as racemization. So in the next class, so this is about the sequence of order of SN1 and SN2. Just you can see that SN2 takes place from tertiary to primary in this side, and SN1 takes place from primary to secondary through this side. Till this point I taught you today. Next day I will teach you about the differences between SN1 and SN2 reaction.